Last time on Square Roots, we blast off for intergalactic adventure and are immediately captured. Later, we meet some Moogles, visit a forest, and witness the death of our friend Golf. Don't worry though, he transfers all the skills and abilities he acquired in life to his granddaughter. It turns out the children of royalty really are superior due to their lineage. God save the Queen!
Hey everyone, and welcome to Square Roots, the classic RPG podcast. My name is Jim Banks. I'm joined by Matthew Van Zant.
Heyo!
And Vanessa.
I'm Vanessa.
And this is a podcast where we play and talk about your favorite classic RPGs one chunker at a time. And this is episode 3? 3 of Final Fantasy V?
Part 4.
4. Episode 4, part 4.
4 of 5 for Final Fantasy V, and we should probably address the elephant in the room, or rather the lack of an elephant in the room. That's right, I'm talking about Johnny, who's actually a very small person, so not really an elephant. Anyway, Johnny had a personal issue arise and is going to take a short leave of absence. He will be back as soon as able. We love him, we miss him. Godspeed to you, Johnny, on your long journey through the stars.
I didn't realize he had left the planet.
Yeah, of course he did.
Oh, I guess that makes sense. It's the only excuse for missing the podcast, really.
He had to fly his whale to the moon.
Yeah. The moon's for boys.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Everybody knows that.
Let's see, what else do we have to announce?
Hey, the vote ended last night.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. The vote ended. The next game has been decided by our listeners. Matt, what is it?
First, allow me to say potentially the next game. I think that if Johnny is gone for more than a couple of weeks, we should probably fill in a short, maybe 2-episode season with something else.
I agree.
But the next full real season will be...
Why don't we just plan on doing that, actually? Like, let's plan on wrapping Final Fantasy V, doing a 2-episode shorty to give Johnny some time off, and then we can go into the vote.
I think that's a good idea as well. We'll decide amongst ourselves what that game can and should be. I think it should be something weird and wacky and not an RPG and not something we would typically play, but we'll have that discussion off the air. Anyway, the winner of the Patreon-only vote was, drumroll please, Vanessa. I can't hear you. Why can't I hear her? Something's wrong with your drum? Maybe you should get that looked at. The winner is Paper Mario 1000 Year Door! Managed to really beat the stuffing out of Persona 5 by the end of the season, which I was very surprised by.
The people got together and they said, "We don't like Persona. We're not interested. We don't want to play it. We don't want to hear you play it."
And just for posterity's sake, the final vote with 94 votes total. Paper Mario 1000 Year Door won with 21 votes. Persona 2 came in second with 17 votes. That is after those games were tied for the majority of the voting period. Trails in the Sky Remake came in third with 14 votes, and Octopath Traveler 2 almost tied with Trails in the Sky for third with 12 votes. And everything else only really got a handful. Chained Echoes and Dragon Quest III made a small showing. Suikoden 2, Saga Frontier, Bravely Default, and Visions of Mana, very few votes. Clearly
really,
not wanted.
No, I mean, I don't think there were any true duds in that group, and that's what made it such an exciting and contentious voting event.
Yeah, I've been talking about it in the Discord a lot. I added Persona 5 to that poll, and almost immediately after posting the poll, regretted it. It's too long. I love the game. It is too long. I do not want to replay it right now. I do not want to spend the next 6 months on one game. And even if I got super hooked and blew through it, it would still take me 2 months. And I just don't want that right now. I wanted to play something fun and breezy, and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door sounds right up my alley.
I just checked. The game is still $60.
Yeah, it is not
Come on,
going to be
Nintendo.
cheap. I think Johnny might already own it, but otherwise we are all about to buy that.
Nintendo executives are going to be running to their algorithms trying to figure out where the spike in Paper Mario came from.
The square root bump, they call it.
I will also say we're not going to put it up for a vote, but if you have a suggestion on a good, quick 2-ish ep game that the three of us could play for the show that's outside of our wheelhouse, I will certainly listen. If you want to email us at squarerootspodcast@gmail.com or hop into the Discord and say hello there. I deleted the Facebook app off of my phone because I am fucking sick of it. So I did move the Blue Sky app into its place, and I may see if I can figure out how to log into the Square Roots Blue Sky and try utilizing that a little bit, but maybe not. So I don't know. But you can find us on Blue Sky as well if you want.
You can still find me on Facebook, sort of.
All right, that's enough announcements. Why don't we move into the first segment of the show, Hot Gaming Goss, or Hot Gaming Goose, as we like to call it. I think that we should put together a little musical stinger and some sound effects bits to stick into this part of the show, like Hot Gaming Goss, honk.
Honk, honk, yeah. I mean, I would never object to more goose sound effects on the show. I've been campaigning for that for years, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, that is because you are a goose and you want to speak the language of your people, and we won't allow it.
Remember when Johnny used to love putting sound effects in the episodes?
Yeah, that season. Yeah. The season Matt almost quit the show because I couldn't fucking stand it anymore. Couldn't stand listening to the show I was on. I think the one that broke me was he inserted the "I hate sand" line from the prequels, Anakin Skywalker, and I was just like, I don't fucking want to hear this.
He gets it out on his Bears and Games channel now.
He does.
Every video of which has
funny.
Strangers and Candy clips.
I don't mind it so much in something like a YouTube video, but for some reason in a podcast, it really annoys the shit out of me.
I'll go there now.
Hot Gaming Goss, I'll start us off. We don't have a ton this week. The gang here did a Hot Gaming Goss episode last week to fill in for a missed episode that we had. So they talked about most of it, but we have 3 items here, and I will start us off. Mina, the Hollower, has been delayed. Wah, wah.
I don't know her.
This is the new upcoming game from Yacht Club, I believe is the name of the developer, the creators of the Shovel Knight games. Is there more than one? I don't know. This is going to be, this looks like a top-down, if Hollow Knight was a Castlevania or Metroid-style game, this looks like a Zelda-style game. I'm pretty excited about it, but it has been delayed for unstated reasons, other than Yacht Club promising that they're going to use the time strictly for polish. The game is otherwise good to go.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they're probably trying to jam some NFT bullshit in there, right? Trying to get
some
some AI in the
DLC.
game. They're going to hide Mina behind a DLC wall. You
Yeah.
get to play as her sister, Rita. And Rita sucks.
I
I
got
have some hot gaming. Oh, go ahead.
Fight,
Go ahead. No,
fight,
no, 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 no.
fight,
After
fight,
you. After
fight,
you. After
fight,
you.
Fight.
Well, the internet's blown up with this hot gaming goss, which in this case actually is gossip because it's all alleged and reported and supposedly.
Oh, yes.
But word came out that in July 2024, Ubisoft scrapped their Assassin's Creed game they were working on because it was set in the American Civil War and starred a black protagonist who was a former slave and would join the assassins to fight the Ku Klux Klan. Apparently, Ubisoft decided that the political climate in the United States was too fragile for that, because people would see a former slave fighting the Ku Klux Klan, and it might hurt their fifis. They might get their feelings hurt.
I have a couple of things to say about this.
Yeah. I want to take everybody's temperature on this, Jim.
One, I think that's a really cool idea for an Assassin's Creed game. I want to go on the record and say that. Two, honestly, I think they made the right call. Not because I care, not because I care about those people's feelings, but can you imagine like a 2 years of listening to those fucking morons just bitch about that constantly?
Just roll over and give them what they want. You're right, Jim.
Game that I'll never play.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't feel like I'm being robbed of anything.
I agree with you, but I also want to add that, do you really trust Ubisoft to handle that source material like...
That's true. I'm sure it would have been really bad.
I don't know if it would have been really bad because they're a big corporation and can afford to hire people to come in and double check to make sure it's not too bad, but I bet it would still have issues, and it would be, that's one of those things that would come out and people across the spectrum would be like, this sucks actually. But it is a great idea for a video game, and I think you could take the Assassin's Creed concept out of that entirely and still have a pretty fucking cool sounding game. I don't need it to be Assassin's Creed.
Well, as someone who likes the Assassin's Creed series and plays it, I'm bummed that I'm not getting this game. I understand your concerns about the content, but you could bring in historians, you can bring in historical fiction writers to write this stuff. Like, people are out there who are doing good and thoughtful work on these topics and in this era, and you just need to hire them instead of like sitting around thinking like, we can do it ourselves. We know everything about this. We saw Django. What's it called? Django Unchained?
Or make it so the real enemy is the union trying to infringe on your God-given states' rights.
Yeah.
I do think that Ubisoft has a pretty good track record of like trying and doing work to not step on too many toes, but I just don't trust them to do it super well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I also agree with Jim that we should roll over and let the racists win. You know, like who cares? I just don't want to hear the complaints.
Also, if we don't make games with black people, they'll be totally satisfied and they won't try to do anything bad anymore.
Yeah, that's the end of racism if we stop putting diversity in things.
Yeah. That's all they want. All they want is not to have to see any people of color, and then they won't be mean to us anymore and they won't try to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what I didn't say. We should capitulate all the time and that we can't have art anymore. But I will say that like I'm not hurt that there's not going to be an Assassin's Creed game that takes place in the Civil War South.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Jim, you had a final piece of goose for
I did have a nice honk. There's been some, now that Silent Hill F is released, people are like, what's the next Silent Hill? Because they announced a bunch of Silent Hill projects. The next one, apparently there's going to be...
Can you just enjoy what you've got for a minute, fandom? Fuck.
Well, it's Konami's fault for announcing all these really interesting sounding projects. The next one is called Silent Hill Townfall. And I believe it's being developed by No Code. And I saw a trailer for it today, or what I think was a teaser for it, and it looked pretty cool.
I don't know who that is.
I'm excited for it. Let's see. Let me do a quick little goog.
Hot gaming gas research.
Hot gaming goog.
Honk.
It's the hot gaming goog. He's here.
It's hard to just Google.
It is hard to Google. That's why.
It's being developed by Screenburn, formerly known as No Code, and being produced by Konami and Annapurna Interactive.
Who is Annapurna? Why do I know that name? Is that an
X? Is that one of Matt's X's? Annapurna.
Annapurna did
Matt.
Let's
because
see.
she's his ex.
They did. They published What Remains of Edith Finch and
Ooh.
Donut County and Outer Wilds and Kentucky Route Zero and Stray.
Ooh, those are good
Yeah,
games.
a lot of Vanessa hits on there.
Yeah, those are Vanessa bangers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if this will be more of a smaller scale project, like their 2D platformy.
Yeah, the trailer
I'm thinking of
definitely
Assassin's
like
Creed, not Silent Hill.
Yeah, it'll be. I'm wondering if it will be more of like a narrative driven rather. Because Silent Hill F was very actiony. It was more of an action game. With like survival horror resource management stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to see what it is. And they also they think there's an imminent announcement for some Silent Hill 2 remake DLC. The original Silent Hill 2 had a DLC called Born from a Wish, where you played as Maria. And they think
terrible.
they think that's going to be released. And also they think that the announcement of Silent Hill 2 remake on Xbox and Switch 2 will also be happening at the same time. So some imminent speculative Silent Hill news.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the hot gaming goose. Get back in your goose cage, goose. Honk, honk, shut up. Thank you. Before we dive into the quest log, why don't we plug those hot gaming streams that we like to do, Jim?
Oh, man. Yeah, let me talk about our stream because I just started a game I'm really excited about. We do a weekly stream on Wednesday nights starting at 8 p.m. Eastern, where Matt and I and sometimes Johnny, sometimes Vanessa will play a game and just chit chat with our listeners live on stream. It's super fun. Matt just recently wrapped up playing Secret of Evermore. Vanessa played some Date Everything. And last week I played some Silent Hill F, but this week I started the game I'll be playing for the foreseeable future, which is Shadow Hearts, which is a really cool RPG that I'm excited to play.
Is this your first time playing Shadow Hearts?
I attempted to play it when I was unemployed 2 summers ago and got about as far as I got in the stream last night. So
It
I
sure
played
looks like nonsense to me,
an hour
Jim.
and 40 minutes with it. It's pretty neat. It's like pre-World War I Europe and China, and you play as like a guy who can turn into monsters, and there's psychics
Rude boy.
and demon rude hero. But yeah, check it out. Just search Square Roots on YouTube. You'll find our channel. Hit the subscribe button or notify, whatever. Like some stuff. We would appreciate it. Matt, what about Bears in Games Neo?
Yeah, don't forget to check out Johnny's personal channel, Bears in Games Neo, where he covers a lot of different ground. His long-running series Cow, which is Kubert Opens Worlds, are long-form reviews of open world drivey shooty games, as he phrases it. He also has Queer Gaming History and a variety of other shorter projects, and they're all delightful. His last major released video was Driver Parallel Lines. I enjoyed that video so much I watched it twice, even though it was longer than Batman vs. Superman. And definitely that is worth checking out. He's trying to put out more shorts lately, and shorter videos that the algorithm will pick up, because the longer form videos I think are not modernized, because he uses a lot of clips from other stuff. But either way, and I've said this I think I've said this before, but I think it's my personal recommendation, and I think that it's a good recommendation for me, is to say that he often gets me to watch 2-hour videos about games that I will never play and don't give a shit about. So, and I still find the videos very entertaining and fun. So go check out Bears in Games Neo. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. Send him a love letter. He would appreciate that.
He would. It's great. It's like hanging out with Johnny for a couple hours, and everyone wants to do that, but you can't. He's our friend, not yours. But you can hang out with him on YouTube.
Yeah, in a weird parasocial way.
In a healthy parasocial way.
Yeah, Rusty, or whatever his friend's name is that appeared in his last video. All right, well, let's dive into the quest log. I hope I broke this chunk up well enough and that next week is not a huge slog to get to the end of this game. I don't know for sure. I will say the last couple of dungeons in this chunker were fast as fuck, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But there does seem to be a lot left, but a lot of it seems to be boss rushy, so I don't know. We will see. I think we're all baby fresh eyes at this point, except for Vanessa, who is amnesiac fresh eyes. She played this game. She doesn't fucking remember it.
I don't remember.
With that being said, as Vanessa alluded to in her opening last time on, last week, Galuf died, and as he died, he passed his powers and abilities on to his granddaughter. So with Lil Garbage Orphan Annie in our party, it's time to assault X-Death's castle and end him.
Yes.
So I
battle
started...
music.
When I picked up my Steam Deck to play this chunker, I realized I hadn't played this game in like 3 weeks. It felt like maybe it was like 2 weeks, and I was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?" It took me a long time to realize I needed to go into that stupid town and go into that stupid castle.
I also really took a break and have been really playing a lot of. I shared this in a few places, but I finished Act 2. I got to the end of Silk Song. My final playtime was 64 hours. Somehow I have jammed that into the last like 3 weeks. Anyway, before it's, the sad part, the weird part, Vanessa, is it's all super late at night and super early in the morning and like way too much time on the weekends when I should be preparing to move. That I have been doing that because I don't have a lot of time otherwise. Anyway, hey, before we go assault X-Death's castle, did y'all go to that Gill Cave? Did you fight that King Turt?
Oh, I don't
know that
so.
I did this.
There's a cave you can go to on your way to X-Death's castle that once you have to get into it a little bit, but once you get deep into it, every step you take will give you gil. It doubles with each step.
Whoa.
But after so many steps, you will have to fight the King Turtle. I don't remember the name of the monster at this point. I wrote King Turt in the notes, and I have forgotten what his real name was. He killed me 3 times in a row, and I gave up.
Oh.
Wow. Even with your boosts.
Even with the boosts.
I might have been there. I went somewhere, and something killed me, and I was like, I'm sure I can come back later and deal with this. I don't remember if it was a Turt.
Yeah, then the world changed.
Yeah.
Well, we infiltrate X-Death's fortress, and all of his soldiers are already dead. So that's nice. Nice and easy. Mm-hmm. On the second floor, we run into a dead end, but Little Orphan Annie recognizes that there's an illusion at work. So she dispels the magic, and the castle transforms into a Geiger nightmare castle.
Yeah, that's like where the Cenobites live.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's gross. We continue up, however, and run into Gilgamesh. It's time for the 4th round of our fight with Gilgamesh, and I thought he was pretty tough. He casts all sorts of crazy spells. Mm-hmm. And eventually he transforms and uses his strongest sword against us, Excalibur.
Excalibur.
Yeah, because it's a fake. So
Yep.
he realizes it's a fake, and he calls it Excalibur. Poor X-Death. Finally.
I feel like
poor Gilgamesh.
He had like 1,000,000 HP too, it felt like, in this fight. I feel like it took me so long to kill him.
I use that samurai throw money at things skill so much in the end game. It does so much fucking damage to everybody. And even then, this guy took forever to beat.
Yeah.
He is fantastic, though, right? Like, I like Gilgamesh.
I agree.
Like
and
this guy.
As you all know, here's an interesting and fun thing that happens. X-Death, who is finally fed up with Gilgamesh, banishes him to another dimension. Wait, what? This really does set up Gilgamesh dimension hopping.
Yeah. We finally have our Gilgamesh origin story.
Gilgamesh in Final Fantasy VI?
Google that shit, bro.
I don't remember.
Do I look like an
him
AI
in
to you?
6.
Is my name Gemini?
I don't know if that he's in 7 either, but when he shows up in later games, he does have a Buster Sword.
Gilgamesh.
Oh, he's having his trouble with Googling again.
He did appear in. He's an Esper in the advanced and later versions.
Oh, that's cheap. That doesn't count.
Gilgamesh
DLC
is the super boss. He's the super boss in Ultimate Summon and Rebirth. He's a pseudo guardian force who is only obtainable if the party acquired Odin before entering Lunatic Pandora in Final Fantasy VIII. He is a treasure hunter in Final Fantasy IX. He is an NPC in Final Fantasy XI. In Final Fantasy 12 as a bounty, and 13 also 13-2 and 14 and 15, but not 16.
Wow.
And then 16
is the one where they got serious. He mentioned Rebirth.
Yeah.
Anyway, interesting stuff. This is the start of a long-running gag in Final Fantasy. Fun. So on the top floor, we finally face off with X-Death. He has 3 remaining crystals and tells us that we have no idea what he's doing, and explains he's going to put the Earth back the way it used to be, the way it should be.
Yeah, he's a originalist.
Mm-hmm. But says we'll stop him from making an evil combination Earth, and we fight him. And frankly, he was easier than I thought he'd be.
Yeah, he's not so tough
I thought
after
so
all.
too. I've been using that dual cast a lot on my Black Mage. Ooh, that's good stuff.
I was excited to beat the final boss this early in the game because I assume that then the third act is just a victory lap.
Yeah. So let me ask you something. Are you all still grinding out jobs for each of the characters, or have you switched them over to freelancers yet?
No, I'm still grinding. I want to master every single job if I possibly can.
I switched Butts and Ferris to what'd you just call it? What's that job you were talking about? Freelancer. Switch them to freelancer. But I'm still grinding out the other 2 characters.
I think it was easier for me because I decided to have 2 characters be physical focused and 2 be magic focused. So I definitely just have everybody as a freelancer now and pick your own skills, and it's pretty fun. I like it. I keep Dancer on one of them because Dancer's fun and does wacky shit. You know, somebody's got summoning, somebody's got time, somebody's got white, somebody's got black, somebody's got... A lot of the skills that you picked up just automatically work. So you don't have to equip dual wield. You can just dual wield.
Yeah.
You automatically counter if you have a shield. You automatically do all sorts of shit.
I realized when I was playing last night after I did the Bahamut part that I had no one who's a summoner.
Oh wow.
So now I have to grind out summoner.
I always keep summoner on somebody. Particularly at this point, you can get some fun summons that we'll talk about in a bit. Anyway, we defeat him, but he's still, I don't know, there's a cutscene, and he's like, wah, 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 and everything goes white. And we wake up in a nice little meadow, unsure of our location. So we head to a nearby castle, and surprise, it's Tycoon Castle. Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa, weird.
But that's not where Tycoon Castle go.
I don't know. Is it? I don't really remember. Everyone is super excited to see Lena and Ferris. Mm-hmm. And they are going to have a banquet in their honor. So we head in, and we cut to Lena taking her throne. And then the Chancellor nudges Ferris out of a side door, but she looks different. She's hot?
Oh. Yeah, Butts loses his mind. He's like, oh, baby, hot lady. He basically short circuits.
So is that what would happen if you ever met Alex Horn?
Absolutely. I'd be like, hot lady.
What happens next?
Then I go,
Do you think you could ever become so overtaken with like being starstruck and just lust that you would actually blurt out hubba hubba? Like, do you imagine that involuntarily coming out of your mouth?
I think that I might do it thinking that it would be funny, or like
if you were trying to play off your otherwise awkward mutterings.
Exactly. If I was trying to be like, oh man,
I've seen your eyes pop out of your head and your tongue loll out.
Oh, you've seen me watch Taskmaster.
So Hot Ferris takes the throne beside Lena, and the people begin to dance, but Butts and Annie get bored and decide to leave and find out how they returned to Butts' world, which we assume is where we are. As we exit the castle, a guard runs into Butts and tells them that the bridge to the west is finished. That's exciting news.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this.
We wander around for a bit, but things look different, and eventually we come upon a cave where Butts last saw Boko. We head in, and Boko is there. He's healed, he's good to go, but he's not alone. He introduces us to his new wife, Coco.
Coco. I've been asking where Boko was for ages, so I am so happy to find Boko.
Even though we just ran into them and saw him again and all this, I still don't remember where he is. Where was he?
You mean before or now?
You left him outside of a cave.
Yeah, no, I said in an earlier episode, I ran into him somewhere. I can't remember where. It was there's like a town in this cave, and we have been through there previously, and you can go in and find him. I think it's survivors of something, or I just can't remember. Maybe it's the pirate cave? I don't think so.
I remember you talking about this and Boko being injured, and I can't remember if I actually saw Boko then or not. I don't think I did.
Anyway, Boko, we Butts and gang tells Boko, like, well, we hope you're happy. We got to go. We're still wandering. And Boko, he decides to leave with us, leave his wife and their children.
It's so sweet.
To travel with Butts again. Is it? Is this sweet?
Well, Boko has to earn a living. I mean, I understand it's going to be a burden on his wife to...
Oh, you think he gets a share of the guilt?
Stay-at-home. Yeah, absolutely. Why else would he be going?
He's a bird.
Yeah?
I don't give my cat a share of my paycheck. I don't know if you do. I don't know how you did things.
You absolutely
Technically you do.
You buy cat food, you buy little treats, you buy toys, you buy a cozy bed. You give that cat a lot of your paycheck.
God, that's a good point. This is why I'm always broke.
Mm-hmm. You always find those temptations.
So we wander around some more now on Boko back, and eventually we find the town of Tool, which we ran into early in the game. Someone mentions a cave has opened up to the west, so we decide to go check that out. And on the way, we fall into a hole and fight an antlion.
That's fun.
Gotta have an antlion in a Final Fantasy game.
It was a terrible trauma. We just got Boko back, and now Boko in hole. Boko in danger.
Yeah, he probably broke his leg. We have to put him down.
Yeah. Boko.
And now it's going to be a lot harder because we know he's got a wife and children.
Mm-hmm. Then we're going to run into her, and she's going to be like, "Oh, are you taking good care of my husband?"
And
I'm be like,
"Hey, wasn't Boko with you earlier?" Oh yeah.
You're going to have to send that telegram to his wife, "Dearest Coco, I regret to inform you, here is his final paycheck."
Yeah.
And
Coco
there will be no further payments.
Coco looks out of her cave, and we're delivering a chocobo-sized coffin outside of it.
With the gratitude of a grateful nation.
Anyway, someone lowers a rope to help us out of the hole. First, Boko goes up, and then when Little Orphan Annie goes up, but when Butts tries to go up, the rope gets jerked around a lot. Whoever Somebody's teasing us.
Yeah, and you
guess
have
who
to
it
try like
is?
6 or 7 times to go up this rope.
It's
and then
a
you try to,
little
like, go with
too
both
many.
It's too many times. It's
And-
Ferris.
Yep, it's Ferris. Who's teasing us? It's Ferris. She's big mad that we ditched her back at
how
Castle
dare
Tycoon.
you.
She's not hot. She's not hotted up anymore either.
No, so he
I
sees
was
her
hoping
and
she'd be
he's
hotted
just
up for the
like,
rest of the game.
"Wah, wah, my boner is gone."
She's like, I don't like being a princess. I like to be a pirate.
Yeah, I'm a pirate, mate.
Yeah, well, it seems boring. We continue on and find the aforementioned cave, and guess what? It's the Turtle Sage's cave!
Yay!
Yay!
We
And
love the
he's
Turtle Sage.
okay.
Yeah, he's not like a turtle corpse.
Nope.
An empty shell.
Oh, that would be so sad. Imagine going in there and just seeing an empty shell. Oh no.
You're not allowed up here when I'm recording. It's
Oh,
against the
okay.
rules.
She really likes being pet, though.
I do. Oh, Dory.
Turtle
She's so cute.
Sage explains that the worlds have, in fact, merged. They were split apart long ago to seal an evil magic or dimension or something. I don't know.
I was going to make a
Called-
Power Man 5000 joke, but I don't know that you guys would know what I was referencing. If I reference a song "When Worlds Collide" by Power Man 5000,
The only
would you know
Power
what I was
Man
talking
5000
about?
song
The
that anybody knows?
No, one of 2 Power Man 5000 singles, actually.
Yeah, well. Anyway, some sort of thing called the Void, and now that the worlds are merged again, the Void is going to return. Oh no, someone call the Century.
I get it.
Thank you. Thanks. Jim, do you get it? It's the Century fights the Void.
Jim doesn't watch
my-
Marvel movies.
I know he saw Thunderbolts. I know he did.
I only watched half of it on an airplane. I haven't seen the latter half of it.
Who else saw it then? Was it just me and Vanessa? Was it
Johnny
just me?
saw it, and did Johnny see it in theaters?
No, Johnny
might have
hates
watched
movies.
it. He does hate movies. He wanted our podcast
Except
to
for,
be
like,
about that, but
Brazil.
someone beat us to it. Yeah, he loves artsy
Yeah.
shit.
So X-Death appears and tells us that his true goal was to merge the worlds and
Merge the whales.
and claim the Void for himself.
This
Surprise.
void is like the void is like a thing, but it's also like a superpower.
It's not clear.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like another dimension that he's tapping into, or maybe it's an entity.
He
Who
like tells it what
fucking
to
knows?
do.
Yeah.
He says, "Go on, and
I mean,
suck
he
it all
does
up."
tell it what to do, but just because he's saying words, does that mean he like it's listening to him, or is this like a power he's controlling?
That
I
is
don't
true.
know.
I tell my vacuum the same thing when I turn it on. Suck it all up.
Go
Get all up
on,
in
go
there.
vacuum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Outside, a black hole opens up over Castle Tycoon and sucks it right up. Slurp. Oh no,
Little
Lena
suck
and all of
fest.
our friends.
Oh no.
Lena! All the AP I put in you. Back in the cave, X-Death pretty easily slaps the gang down and is about to kill us, but the Turtle Sage shell slams him and saves us. They fight.
Yeah.
This is a fun cutscene.
It was pretty great. Turtle Sage is powerful.
Turtle Sage kicks
Yeah.
ass. Why is Turtle Sage not in the party?
Yeah, Turtle Sage should have been with us all along.
I choose
I like
you,
when they're
Turtle
like
Sage.
I like when they're like teleporting around the room and fighting each other. That's pretty neat.
Kind of just like a Kurosawa thing where they like cross, you know?
Yeah.
The fight ends in a stalemate, and we all get teleported away, but we conveniently reappear outside of the Library of the Ancients.
Ooh.
The Turtle Sage tells us there's a book inside that will tell us how to defeat X-Death. Isn't that lucky?
Turtle Sage is really excited about this library. He's like, oh my god, the Library of the Ancients has been here the whole time. Why didn't you guys tell me? You guys suck. This is the most important thing that's ever happened to me.
Because turtles can't read, and everybody knows that.
Everybody knows that. It was a big point in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That's why they had to hang out with April.
Yeah. I mean, they are humanoid turtles. This is just a turtle.
Well, it doesn't matter if they're humanoid or not. They couldn't read, and that's canon.
He's capable of speech and kung fu.
Mm-hmm.
That is why the Shredder and the Foot Clan always nearly pulled one over on the turtles, is because they could never read the messages he sent them telling him where he was going to be.
Yep.
You know how, like, the Riddler always sends Batman, like, a clue? The Shredder was always sending the turtles a clue. They had no idea.
Yeah. That's how the fifth turtle died, because Shredder kidnapped him and ransomed him, and they couldn't read the ransom note, so...
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Mona Lisa, the fifth turtle.
Fifth turtle, yeah. Mona Lisa, the fifth turtle.
That's real, Jim. That's a real thing.
Is it really?
Yeah, it is.
Fifth turtle.
Why is the fifth turtle named after a work of art rather than an artist?
Because she's a lady turtle.
There are lady artists, Matt.
Nah, I don't think so.
And if you say there aren't, you'll be canceled.
Name one Renaissance lady artist. Name one.
Renaissance?
No Google.
Yeah. What if there was a Frida
like
Kahlo
the Teenage
Ninja
Ninja Turtles or Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael, and Leonardo? Name one Renaissance era lady artist. Don't Google it. I see you Googling.
George O'Keeffe?
Nope.
George O'Keeffe Ninja Turtle. Yeah. That's into vaginal art. Yeah.
You know, they decided to lean into the Renaissance era and not the artist for the name Mona Lisa, the turtle with boobs. So...
She should have been called O'Keeffe, though. That would have been amazing.
That would have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Inside the Library of the Ancients, the scholars have found the missing piece of the sealed tome from way earlier in the game, so it's time for a strategy meeting. Also, and I could be wrong here, but I think originally all of the scholars in the Library of Ancients were blonde guys, and now there are a bunch of brown-haired guys as well, which I think is from the merged world. Are these the guys, maybe they're from Gallows Castle? Is that where they were in
I think so.
Anyway, they're getting along fine.
Mm-hmm. They say that
It'd be cooler
they ran
if they had like a
from
power
the
struggle,
castle.
you know?
No,
That's
they
right.
love each other. Yeah, they're like, we barely made it from the castle over here.
Brother!
We're all here together and we're so happy. Now we have friends.
The Turtle Sage tells us that a ton of super powerful monsters were sealed along with the Void. These are kind of the Forsaken to the Dark One, if you get my drift.
No.
Okay.
Is that a Wheel of Time thing?
Don't worry about it. So... we are not.
I know about those guys. Those are the guys who are at the end of every Wheel of Time book. And it's now you have to fight this guy.
Yeah,
that's
the mini
end of this
bosses.
book. Yeah, the mini bosses.
They're not all guys. Some of them are ladies. The best ones are ladies, actually, if we're being honest. Grendel.
Well,
Lanfear,
I meant guy in like
Semirhage.
the generic sense.
Okay. Anyway, a bunch of super powerful monsters were sealed along with the Void, and we are not strong enough to stop it or them. But we can with the 12 legendary weapons. The sealed tome tells us how to find those.
Kinda. It's a riddle book.
Yeah, it's a riddle book. We read the tome, and it tells us the first location. I guess technically the sealed tome tells us where to find the 4 tablets, which we need to access the legendary weapons in the sealed castle.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
So we read the tome, and it tells us the first location, which is the pyramid in the desert, again from way earlier in the game. Not in the same place anymore. This is a big fat dungeon. Yeah, this is a big fat dungeon. Mm-hmm. I didn't write a single thing about it.
It's a big fat dungeon with a bunch of chests in it. There are a ton of chests in this dungeon.
It's got a ton of chests.
Holes in the floors. Switches, monsters that pop
sand
out.
Traps.
Actual monsters on the screen. There are snakes and something else.
And mummies.
Yeah, mummies that'll chase you, which is Maybe a first for Final Fantasy. I don't remember on-screen monsters before. I like it. It's fun.
It also had this sort of
cool.
mechanical things, like little metal robot dudes.
Oh yeah, the like mecha spider.
Yeah.
This is one of those things that in modern gaming I really appreciate. It aggravates me when games still do random tile-based monsters, where it just happens. Like, put a monster on the fucking screen. This is not the Nintendo. Put the monster on the screen. We've been able to do it since the Super Nintendo. Fucking do it.
We know you can do it.
I feel like it's always either or. Like it's almost jarring to run into an enemy on the screen that you can see and then transition to like turn-based combat.
Yeah, like
Final Fantasy, totally different
like
screen.
Persona, where you run up and smack it, but then you have to go into the.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't mind it. Dragon Quest XI did it really well.
Yeah, that's true. That is probably the best example of it I think
Persona does it really well. And then personally, the best example is Metaphor, ReFantazio, where once you get strong enough, you can just kill them in the overworld screen, which is fucking amazing. Or if you played it like Vanessa, you never have to do.
Especially if you're a gunner, you can just zap them.
Yeah.
Pew, 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 pew.
That game was fun as hell.
That
that's some hot gaming goss that we didn't mention. There's in a few days, there is a 1 year, I think, anniversary event. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that they will announce a sequel.
That would be great.
Oh.
Or maybe a DLC.
Yeah, I don't know if I need it. I don't, listen, people like them, so whatever. It's just, for me,
probably going to be
I don't need a year later DLC. Like, I played the game. I don't need to try and get back into it. And where was I and what happened? And like, just fucking put your people to work on the next game.
It's probably going to be a remaster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Switch to remaster.
Remastered.
All right. So we head to the pyramid, and after making our way through it, we get the first tablet. The floor turns into a moving platform, which takes us to the roof, and an ominous voice tells us, Bahamut, the king of the dragons, has awakened. Ooh. To the west, a peninsula sinks into the ocean, and Bahamut flies into the sky. He flies over the pyramid, and I was positive we were about to have a boss fight.
Yeah.
But instead, he tells us he'll wait for us on the northern mountain. I thought it was cool, too. I fucking love Bahamut.
The peninsula is shaped like Bahamut, and then
it was shaped like a dragon.
Emerges as like Bahamut. It was pretty rad.
I've been a big, huge fan of Bahamut since the first time I saw him, which I think was probably Final Fantasy VII.
Same.
Where he was a summon, and you could get, Cosmic Bahamut, who would fire a laser from space. That shit was rad.
It's Bahamut Zero.
Bahamut. I think I always mispronounce it though. Bahamut is what I say.
There's Bahamut, Neo Bahamut, and Bahamut Zero in Final Fantasy VII.
That's some Godzilla naming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big fan. Love it. He's awake and he's going to wait for us on the northern mountain. And I'm going to go get him and turn him into a summon. Even if the game doesn't make me. So X-Death opens a black hole over the Library of the Ancients and destroys it when he realizes what we're up to. We leave the pyramid and pass by the Guardian Tree, again from earlier in the game. Lena appears, but X-Death does too, saying her flesh is his. Gross. X-Death. Fucking
gross. Canceled. Not cool. Gross.
Yuck.
Lena is possessed by some sort of demon and beats the Warriors of Light down. That is a running theme in this episode. But Lena's pal, the Windrake, appears and knocks the demon right out of her.
Mm-hmm. It's just like, sometime... Never mind, I'm not going to say it.
Please.
Say it.
Say it.
I'm just going to say sometimes a woman just needs a good hard slap to come to her senses.
Okay, well, Vanessa can cancel herself anytime she wants.
That's
we
the
fight
title
the
of the
demon.
episode.
I don't think so. We defeat it, and Lena rejoins the party. Yay, we're all back together.
Hooray.
We head west and find we head east, continue to head east and find the airship. But as soon as we get on board, cut to X-Death. He's demanding the void show him its true form and opens a bunch of black holes all over the map, sucking up towns.
It seems
like
lame.
a vacuum cleaner.
Like, I don't even get what this guy's deal is or what he's trying to accomplish. And he's just smashing everything up. He's not building anything.
Yeah, he's not a great villain.
Didn't he get what he was after already? Why does he have to suck everything into the void? Didn't he just want to merge the two worlds together again?
No, because he wanted to merge the two worlds so that he could take the power of the void, and now that's what he's trying to do, I guess. I don't know, maybe sucking up towns aids him in that? I'm not really sure.
He kind of has the same motivations as King Koopa from the Super Mario Brothers movie with John Leguizamo, where he's trying to re-merge the two worlds that were split.
Oh, yeah. But less de-evolution.
Unfortunately.
And less slime, right? Wasn't it called slime?
It's like snot fungus stuff.
Yeah, fungus, whatever it was called.
Gross.
The movie's so bad you cannot find it on streaming anywhere. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Is that true?
I just had a
Are
good
they
idea.
hiding it?
Yeah, you can't. You used to be able to find it in a few places, but now, like, you used to be able to buy it, but since the Mario movie was announced, you can't get that fucking thing anywhere. You can't even find it on YouTube. It is vanished media.
Oh man, crazy.
Butts goes nuts and flies the airship around the world at top speed a few times, which is a weird scene.
Yeah,
it's weird.
What is
and it went
happening
on
here?
for like a long time, and he just kept going and going and going.
And everybody's screaming. The fucking like G-force is tearing the skin off of their faces.
Yeah, he just can't take
dead.
it anymore. He's just like, meh.
He wants to fight X-Death right now, but the girls remind him that they have to collect the rest of the legendary weapons first, so we do. 3 shrines to go. But first, side quest time. Did you get Odin and Sildra?
No, where do you get Odin and Sildra?
You guys fucking suck at this game.
I did some side stuff, just not this side stuff.
Odin, where do you find Odin? I kind of don't remember where I got Odin. Oh, yes, I do. It's Jackal Cave. Again, I've said this so many times tonight, from way earlier in the game. That's where I went and grinded for AP against those skull diggers or whatever, the squirrels, the gray squirrels. There was a cave that you could go up into, and there was nothing there. And now there is a little dungeon and a little castle. And inside, you find Odin. You have to beat him in 1 minute to get these summon.
Wow.
I beat him with 3 seconds left. It was a close thing.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
And the ghost of Sildra, the Ferris's sea serpent dragon friend from earlier in the game that died, is at the pirate hideout. You just have to go there. And there's a sad scene with Ferris. And Sildra wants to help even in death. Sad. And
where's the pirate hideout? Is that on the map? Can I find that on the map?
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, if you hit, I think X or Y, I don't remember which is which, the left-hand button of the 4, you can bring up a map of the whole world, and it has all the locations on it.
Yeah, I realized that when I was playing yesterday, and like up to this point, I've been just opening up the world map from the item screen, which I got pissed off every time I did that. Yeah.
You also can use that map in dungeons, and it will straight up show you secret chests that are on the map in the room you're in.
It'll show the chests?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, Nick's hunting down those sneaky chests real easy.
I had all my characters max out the thief job, and part of the thief job is you get a passive ability that tells you where all the secret tunnels are.
You really only need to do it with one person as long as that person is a freelancer.
Yeah.
Because that's one of those auto-equipped abilities once you switch to freelancer. There's also a secret village called Phantom Village. I believe it is the ruined village where we saw King Tycoon earlier in the game. I could be wrong about that.
I did this part.
They sell all the best shit in the game.
Yeah, but like every shop has a secret merchant that you have to find a way to. So like you'll have to like go around the back of the building and find a secret entrance through the back. Yeah. At one point you have to find a secret entrance into the pub and then go into the pub basement. And then there's one room, whenever you open the door, it like makes the sound that the void makes, and then the door slams on you. You can never go in there. I don't know if that's just like a little there's like a little Easter egg thing. I don't know what's going on there.
There's also a hidden piano in there.
Yeah, there's a hidden piano where you can level up your piano skill. And in the courtyard, after you go up the secret stairs, there's a black chocobo.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, go up and get the black chocobo, and that's how you can go wherever you want to.
I mean, we did just get the airship.
I don't know what the point is having the black chocobo whenever you have the airship.
There's a couple of locations where something like earlier in the game.
Oh, I did that.
You have to have the black chocobo to land by Butts' town because it's surrounded by forest, so you can't land the airship. Yeah, that's just an example. To get to Bahamut, you need to have the black chocobo. Oh,
because there's no. Well, maybe you can do it in. Actually, you might be able to go in the airship. I went in the black chocobo and. I was kind of annoyed because I had to like park my the black chocobo can only be parked like in a forest area. And it took me a minute to find a forest around the North Mountain, but I was able to find one.
But you can get the final set of spells other than the last two that we're going to get here in a moment, and the top non-legendary weapons and armors. Pretty good stuff.
I don't remember what spells you get here.
You get a rise.
Oh, that's right. Yep. That's the one I was thinking of.
And I don't remember what the final black spell is because I don't use a ton of black magic.
I like the black magic.
Sildra does a lot of fucking damage, and Odin one-shots everything if it hits.
Oh, here we go. So they sell a rise, dispel. Yeah, a rise. You can also get Toad here if you. I think this is like the only merchant that sells Toad.
Gosh,
I'll try to toad some bosses. Well, you should try looking at a guide.
You know? Yeah, I guess so.
I actually ran into this place on accident. If you at one point you have to go to Crescent.
Get off my laptop.
If you decide to walk from Crescent, there's like a series of this stretch of land that connects it to the main continent. If you walk through that, you have to walk through a little forest, and as soon as you walk through the forest, you'll be in the Phantom Village.
Huh.
So if you're wondering where it is. It's like on the southern point on the map on that stretch of land that does like a smile shape.
I'll check it out.
So, up next is the Island Shrine. It's another dungeon and another tablet. It's a pretty short dungeon, I thought. We fight the Wendigo at the end. I don't have much to say about it.
It's got a vent system.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah,
it has a vent system.
Get sucked around some vents.
There's one chest here that
Get sucked off by some vents.
Mm-hmm. And the monster inside totally party wiped me. And I'm quite leveled because I've been using boosts. So then I'm like, wow, I don't know what that was about. I guess I'll try it again. And I went back and opened it again, and there was a different kind of monster in it this time. That was much easier to beat.
I was reading about this, and I think it was this dungeon, but in this dungeon, you can fight one of two treasure chest monsters. Mm-hmm. Each of them has a unique drop. I think one drops like some kind of diamond shield or something, and the other one drops some other kind of magic item. But you can only fight one per playthrough.
Oh.
So you're only going to encounter one. You cannot do a playthrough and fight both of them.
So I guess in the reload, it just gave me the other one.
It just gave you the other one, yeah.
Wow. Well, we fight a Wendigo at the end, and then we get a cutscene. Fork Tower has opened, which contains the most powerful black and white spells.
Woohoo!
I was expecting this to be the obligatory mention of Ultima, but instead I got a fucking flare spell? Come on. Where's my Ultima?
Not here.
Not here.
I guess in this world, flare is the most powerful magic. And if you want Ultima, you're going to have to hunt down Donald Duck.
I feel like there's another Final Fantasy where flare is like one of the ultimate spells, but I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Zeta Flare. So now at this point, I did not head straight to Fork Tower. Instead, I went to the Sealed Castle. Did either of you do that?
You know,
as soon as you get a tablet, you can go to the Sealed Castle and get your first 3 legendary weapons.
What are they?
So all 12 legendary weapons are available, and it only lets you pick 3 per tablet.
I don't think
so it's one of each weapon type. So I got Excalibur, Masamune, I think, an Assassin's Dagger, whatever the best lance is, a fucking awesome whip that I think it's called Flare Whip that hits physical damage and then does like 3,000 fire damage. It's rad.
I've been using and in one of these dungeons in this chunker, you find a Beast Whip.
Yeah, the Beast Whip
that
also
has
rips ass.
Super high attack on that thing. Oh my gosh.
Only against beasts, though.
It works really well. I like it.
Anyway, so you can do that at any time. If you have not progressed further than Fork Tower, you can go find the sealed castle. It is on your map. If you open up that map, you can just find it on there. It'll point you. It's in the northeast, kind of. That is the sealed castle that we ran across on the way or after the Moogle Village or on the way to the Moogle Village in Galif's world that you couldn't really enter. Now you can. There are a couple of monsters in there that will beat your ass. One's a shield dragon that will run away after a while. One is called X-Death's Soul. It looks like X-Death, and it has 20,000 hit points and will beat the shit out of you. I just ran away from that thing. It was too hard.
I'll probably go check it out.
I finally turned my XP boost back on, which I've had off for most of the game because I am finally hitting a point where enemies are about my level. I have really good weapons and abilities, but I'm getting tired of dying. I died a lot in this chunker. Mostly my own fault. Anyway, you can go to the sealed castle and get a couple of the legendary weapons. If you do, you will get a cutscene of X-Death in the Void talking to a horde of monsters and telling them that you are collecting tablets and legendary weapons, and that he needs them to hunt you down.
Wow.
At least I got that here.
Cool.
I don't know if maybe you get this before you go to Fork Tower either way. I don't really know.
X-Death can't do it on his own, huh?
Yeah, he sucks.
He seems to.
Well, we've reached the end of the chunker, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, we reach Fork Tower, and it's 2 towers. Copyright infringement much? Whoa! I think J.R.R. Tolkien's estate would like to have a word with you. Yeah, I fucked it up. I did bad. I did it bad.
Oh.
All right, I'll walk us through it. The party splits into 2. Well, you don't have to do it like this, but 2 going to the left tower, 2 going to the right. The left tower is all magic users, and the right is all physical users. And if you attack the magic users with physical attacks, they will fucking destroy you. Did anybody get meteored? Because I got meteored 3 times in a row before I realized what was going on.
I did not.
Meteor does 20,000 damage. It kills everyone.
Jim sort of warned us about what was going to happen.
I know, he did. I forgot.
I did put in the group chat. Remember, left. I think it said left. Is it left is for magic, right is for strength, or carrying? I can't remember.
And I got mad at him for being political, but it turns out he was right.
I accidentally used a physical attack on the magic guy, though, the omniscient boss, and he just resets the fight to the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Instead of counterattacking you, he just resets the fight all the way back to the beginning.
It was the Chrono Wizards in the left tower that I didn't realize if I hit them with physical attacks, they would fucking insta-wipe my party. I split into a magic and a physical user for each party, so I got through it, but I really should have just swapped it and had all magic on the left and all physical on the right.
Yeah.
So, at the top of the right tower, at the top of the left tower, we fight a wizard named Omniscient. And at the top of the right tower, we fight a Minotaur. And claim Flare and Holy. Whoa.
Is this Minotaur the brother of the other Minotaur we saw before? Did you guys see that Minotaur before?
Yeah. Nope.
I saw him in the little pyramid, and he was like, "My brother's gonna fuck you up," as he dies.
What? You did?
Yeah.
We didn't even mention the fact you have to fight. Remember, you have to fight those gargoyles, and you have to beat them at the same time, or else
that was so
one
irritating.
will res the other one. Yeah, that was annoying. You have to do it twice too. Stupid gargs.
So, we claim Flare and Holy, which is cool. You know, I'm glad to have an attack power in White Mage. That's always handy. Mm-hmm. And when we do, the tower fades away and the catapult reopens. Let's go see what Sid and Mid are up to next time on Square Toots.
Yeah, penultimate episode in the can.
Yep, we did it. We got through it. We're going to finish the game next week. Fucking by hook or by crook, my friends. Come hell or high water. I don't fucking care if I fucked up and there's way too much. We're doing it.
I'm excited to see what we play as our interim game.
As our little mini treat.
Johnny-less game. Yeah.
We'll discuss that off the air, but we'll figure something out. Something a little different, maybe. Before we dive into our level up segment, let's talk about what we are squarely against. Jim, why don't you kick us off?
I'm roundly for the boss fights in this game. I thought they were all pretty fun, except for Gilgamesh, who had too much HP, but Omniscient is a cool boss. Minotaur's kind of bland, but I did go ahead and fight Bahamut in this chunker. I went ahead and flew to the North Mountain once I got that black chocobo. That was pretty cool too. Vanessa, what are you squarely against?
I'm squarely against the gargoyles. You mentioned them. You have to fight two of them and defeat them both at the same time. We're sort of in the same turn set, or else they'll resurrect. Took me a while to figure out what was going on with the first ones. I was like, how many gargoyles am I going to have to fight? They just keep coming back. And then once I realized, it still irritated me because I don't tend to default to like area of effect attacks, but that's really the best way to do it, I guess. Just keep hitting them with attacks that will hit both of them for the same amount of damage. But
this is like where the dual cast came in handy for me, where I could just like hit both of them with the same spell over and over again until they both died.
That would have been handy. I think I'm relying a little bit too much on punching, because I like to still give my physical characters barehanded and then just have them punch everything. But there's got to be a better way. And I guess, Matt, what are you squarely against?
Turtle Sage, roundly 4. Fight that X-Death. Use your ninja skills. Turtle Sage rocks.
Turtle Sage does rock. Turtle Sage is the real hero of this story.
So that is squarely against. And why don't we talk about how we leveled up? Jim, you already went first with squarely against, so I'm going to ask Vanessa how she leveled up this week.
Great
last
question.
2 weeks, really.
Yeah. No, I was on the last episode where we talked about levels up, which you definitely listened to. I watched the new Naked Gun film.
Ooh, so did I.
Watch
that. This was my first time seeing it. I thought it was okay. It was better than I expected it would be. I think that kind of humor is difficult to do in this day and age. It's very old-fashioned, but I thought they pulled it off pretty well. I thought Liam Neeson did a great job of just being totally straight the whole time. I don't mean sexually. I mean like in being the straight man and just playing it completely as if this world is a serious world and he's a serious guy in it. It had some parts which genuinely surprised me. I don't know how I could have anticipated the whole winter chalet sequence, but I did not, and it was my favorite part by far. By far the best part of that movie.
Oh, I had forgotten about that. That's so funny.
And I also, there's this guy in it, and his name has already escaped me again. But when I saw him, I'm like, oh, that's one of those actors who's sort of in everything. and I always like him. And he always kind of plays like the tough or the henchman. Do you know who I'm talking about? He was
is it the guy who had the bleach blonde hair?
Yes. And his name is
that
Kevin
guy,
Durand.
Yes, Kevin Durant. He is in everything, and he's great in.
Yeah.
The basketball player?
Nope. Well, maybe. But he's also an actor. He was in Abigail. Like, I had to look up what I'd seen him in, because I know I'd seen him in tons of things. He was, of course, Arthur Hill in A Clown in a Cornfield, Jim's favorite movie.
Yep, he was the sheriff, the mayor.
Yeah. He's just like one of those actors who I think has worked consistently for years and years, but doesn't have one particular character who I'd point to and be like, that's that guy's character.
I think he became famous playing like the intense, crazy background weirdo. Like he was in that like Smoking Aces as like a psycho mercenary guy, and he was like a psycho biker in the movie Wild Hogs.
Yeah. He was in Lost, and he played sort of a jerk character in Lost and did a great job in that. But yeah, I was glad to see him in sort of a big Hollywood movie. Not that it's his first, but he had a pretty good substantial role in that.
Yeah, he was really funny in it.
Other than that, Bake Off is back, as everybody knows. The whole world gets Bake Off fever when it's Bake Off time. So I've been watching The Great British Bake Off on Netflix, and that wasn't enough to sate my appetite for delicious baked goods. Delicious baked goods. So I've also been watching Australia Bake Off on YouTube, and it's pretty good, and everybody on it is super positive. So if you're looking for just kind of a feel-good show, in the sense that like people aren't yelling at each other and hating each other, just having a nice time baking, Bake Off. Everybody loves it. You might too. Jim, how did you level up?
I also watched Naked Gun, and I thought it was really funny. The first 30 minutes are almost like I was almost laughing the like entire time. Like I feel like the first 30 minutes, like every line is hilarious. And like the rest of it, I thought was just kind of okay. There were a few bits that you mentioned, like that winter sequence was really funny. The fight at the end where the first punch, he punches the guy in the stomach, and he's like, "Oh, you hit the soft part of my belly." And he's like, do you still want to fight? And he's like, "No, my tummy hurts. It hurts really bad." That really made me laugh. But yeah, I thought it was pretty funny.
I can't wait to watch it and laugh at all the jokes I've already heard from all my friends who explained all the jokes in the movie to me first. That'll make it way better. That'll make it a funnier experience, you fucking jerks.
I thought you'd seen it.
Let's see what else. Oh, I also rented, there's a horror movie that came out that was supposedly about giant spiders. And I thought, whoa, that sounds like something that would be scary for me because I don't like spiders. So I rented it, and it was terrible. It was awful. It was called Scurry. Don't watch it. It's stupid. It's really gimmicky. Like, the whole movie takes place like two people in these underground tunnels trying to escape the giant spiders. But the gimmick is that it's all kind of done in one take. But it's done really badly. Like, it's really easy to tell where they're cutting because, like, dirt will fall over the screen and then it'll be like, oh, like, that's obviously where they cut it. And the acting's really bad. The effects suck. I can't believe I paid $6 for it. Yeah, don't watch it. Matt, how did you level up?
Oh, boy. I felt like I had a ton of stuff, and now I'm kind of blanking. I did technically finished Silk Song. I finished Act 2. I got rolled credits at 64 hours. It was a great game. I loved it. Probably unsurprisingly to Hollow Knight players, there is more content. And I have started tooling around with that. I don't remember if we have leveled up since I watched Weapons. But I watched Weapons, and it was fucking awesome. That movie kicked ass.
Oh, I'm so looking forward to seeing it.
Absolutely just like a Just it was. Excuse me. It was, I would say, didn't reach the highs of the first half of Barbarian for me, which I'm not surprised at because I really thought that first 45 minutes of Barbarian was one of the fucking scariest things I've ever seen in my life. Mm-hmm. But really came close and managed to maintain it the whole way through and had a great twist and was a bunch of great actors and acting and super interesting. I won't spoil anything, but definitely check that one out if you have not. It was fantastic. I finally took Johnny's suggestion and started watching Actually. I did not subscribe to Dropout, but there are just a shitload of episodes. So many episodes that I've been watching it for a week and a half and have yet to run dry on YouTube. And it's really a delightful, fun show. And I do recommend that. Just go find it on YouTube. It's fucking fun. It's just a fun little game show with lots of nerdy trivia. They're funny and entertaining, and it's just kind of right in my wheelhouse. I'm not great at it. I think Johnny was like, you'd be great at this. And like, no, I'm not fast enough. Like I got to think. I'm slow on the uptake, but sometimes I get something that I'm proud of myself for. But it's good. It's a good fun time. And I finished a couple of books. I finished The Fisherman, which Jim and I are going to talk about. I guess we won't record this weekend, but soon we have to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to do a little book club bonus spooky episode, October episode about The Fisherman and Tales from the Gas Station. Did you finish that?
I'm almost finished.
Okay, so Jim has to finish that. And I did like The Fisherman. I did not love it. And again, if you want to hear more about that, you'll have to wait for the bonus. I thought it was really good, though, and I would very much recommend it. And I read a book called The Builders that was recommended as if you like Redwall as a kid, you'll like this. And it was okay. It was short and didn't have much in the way of like characterization or like, it had interesting characters, but they were like real like collections of cliches, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like they weren't exactly like super deep or original. It was good fun. It was very, a bit like Redwall.
Very like tropey.
Yeah, very tropey. It was just a revenge story in a world that I cannot tell. I think it was just kind of the real world, but animals, animals instead of people. It was fun. And I wouldn't necessarily not recommend it. It was a good time, but it also was not great. It did not really blow me away. But I started reading it because I really needed something to read while I was reading The Fisherman, because The Fisherman was like, I like to read a lot, and I like to read, particularly these days, like early in the morning, I'll wake up and be like, I've got like an hour before I have to get out of this bed. Nobody's awake. I don't have to work yet. Like, and I like to lay there and read. And The Fisherman was not the book for that at all. So
yeah.
I kind of had to have a second one going.
Like pretty dense. Like it's hard to just pick up and get into.
It took me a lot longer to get through The Fisherman than I expected it to based on its page length.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I read The Builders alongside it and did not love it, but it was something to keep me going. And I am now reading a book called How to Become the Dark Lord and Die Trying by Django Wexler. And I'm enjoying that very much. It is a fantasy time loop style novel with a modern-ish protagonist in a fantasy setting. It is not a lit RPG or something like that. I guess it's like a Portal fantasy. I think it does something very smart, which is it says right up front that this girl has been in this fantasy time loop for 1,000 years or for thousands of years, and has died like 250 times. And that's not counting what she calls butterfly deaths, where she doesn't last long. And so she doesn't really remember her life before anymore. She vaguely thinks that she's American and makes like pop culture references, but also kind of doesn't necessarily know what they mean anymore. It's interesting. It is a dark fantasy with a lot of kind of grotesque stuff in it, but it plays it for a lot of comedy. But again, also a lot of it can be played for comedy because she can just kill herself whenever she wants and restart her life. So And I'm about halfway through that and really enjoying it. Somebody in the Discord, I think Tracy, said that she had started it and bounced off of it hard, and I really have been wondering why. I can probably picture why, but anyway, but that's a good fun time. And I guess that's it. The only other thing that's not really worth talking about, but I'm gonna anyway, is I took Jim's suggestion and got a French press. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Throw your Keurig in the trash. That thing is fucking garbage. I have never enjoyed my fucking morning coffee as much. I'm now drinking way too much coffee, to be honest with you. And it is just, God, I am fucking dying thinking about it right now. Can't wait to get up in the morning and have that cup of coffee. French press, everything about it. The flavor is just so much better, and it's not all silty and gross if you do it right. Buy a French press.
I don't know about you, but I enjoy the little ritual of like doing all the things, like heating the water and putting the coffee in and stirring. Like I like doing all of that.
I don't. It's not that I don't enjoy it. I don't enjoy it. I don't dislike it. It's fine. For me, it is smack the button on the electric kettle, pour the water in with the beans, and then I take it and the French press and a cup to my desk and start working, and have to like set a timer on my phone to remind me to press it and pour the coffee, or I'll forget.
Oh, see, I kind of use the waiting period, like while I'm waiting for it to brew before I actually press it, like as like a little meditation time, like just a little quiet moment where like I'm actually by myself. Like it's nice. I'm not working or anything. I
get that, but I am working 12 hours a day right now, so and probably will be for the rest of the month. Anyway, those things are how I leveled up. Silksong's amazing. Go play Silksong. Or don't if you don't like those types of games.
Yeah, I don't like those types of games for me to play.
I get that. I didn't think I would. It's funny. Like I bounced off of Hollow Knight. I've said this. I bounced off of Hollow Knight and it was on Game Pass and I was like, well, why would I not at least try it? And I just got so hooked. But it's such a good feeling to get really grabbed by a game. You know what I mean? And I'm looking forward to playing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Anyway, that is it for this week. Those are all of our segments. Before we go, we're going to plug our Patreon. I think this is when the listeners turn the podcast off. I don't blame them. Jim.
Yeah, patreon.com/Square Roots Podcast. You can find all of our sweet bonus content. In fact, we just put a bonus out as of the day of this recording. We did a nice little chat about the game Unpacking.
Yeah.
Which Vanessa asked us all to play, which is a really neat little game.
That's one way to phrase it.
Listen to the controversy yourself, only on Patreon.
We're gonna have Matt. We're planning a Final Fantasy Crystal.
That's
Crystal
right.
Watch.
October we will do a Final Fantasy. Fuck, I always forget the name of the thing. It's not Crystal Chronicles. That's a game. It's Final Fantasy: The Legend of the Crystals, I think. I don't know if Johnny will be on that one. I hope he will, just because of the way we've been talking about doing it, where we actually just watch it together and then record an episode. I think is a fun idea. So I hope he can find the time for that. But whatever, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And so that will be our October bonus. Jim is also planning a ton of bonus content, but I think that won't be Patreon, right? That'll just be dropped into the main feed.
I've yet to decide. I think some of it will be Patreon only, but we'll see. You can definitely expect some of that to hit the Patreon this month. Yeah, and you can get access to all that. So Matt and I, like you mentioned, we're doing our little book swap discussion. Vanessa and I are going to be we are both playing a game called No, I'm Not a Human, which is how would you describe the genre of that game?
It's interesting because I think it's sort of a text adventure, but with graphics. You know, like it's very text adventure-y. It's kind of an interactive novel, but you make choices. Yeah. It's in the vein of like Papers, Please, or something like that. Kind of a simulation.
Yeah, the game has an interesting premise in that, like, the sun has, because of some solar event, the sun has become so hot that people can't be out during the day. And also at the same time, these creatures that can look like other humans have emerged from the ground and are murdering people. So at night, people knock on your door and you have to choose whether to let them in or not, if they're real people. And you can check them for signs they might be visitors, but the goal is, I think, to last a week.
Yeah, something like that. There are multiple endings, and you're punished if you don't let anyone in, so you do have to like let some of these people into your home.
The thing is, like, you can't be alone. Because it like attracts the visitors who will eat you. So you always have to have at least one other person in the house.
But if you let someone in, they might kill someone.
Yeah, and sometimes they will offer you supplies, like stuff that you need, or stuff like you can only refill you can only save when you have the kombucha, I believe, and you need like the supplies to make it. So it can become kind of a nerve-wracking decision to let them in or not, depending on how badly you want to save, or you want to refresh your energy with more beer or whatever. But yeah, it's a fun game. And then I actually also talked to our good friend Stan about doing a short bonus too, and I think we're gonna play Oxenfree. Vanessa, you've played that before, right?
It sounds familiar. Is that the game I played on my iPad?
I think it's a game you played on Netflix. It is on Netflix.
Yeah, I played that.
Yeah. So we'll be doing that too. You can have access to all that at the $3 subscription level. At the $5 level, access to all that content, plus the ability to vote on the games that we play on the show. As Matt mentioned earlier, Paper Mario, Thousand Year Door, the next vote game. But no matter what tier you subscribe at, we'd like to personally thank some of our patrons live on the air every episode. And I'm going to start us this week by thanking Arthur A., Chris Parsons, Star Healer, and Sora's Key Bump Blade.
I'd like to thank Andy M., Daniel Wood, Sean Walsh, Ian Frederick, Press F to Squoot, Jesse's Mom's Pizza, Amanda Pyers, and Wash in the Wind.
And I'd like to thank Gage La Charité, Florian Jonas Kramer, John Scala, and friend of DeSoto, Aaron O'Toole.
I don't get that.
All right,
one.
that's it.
What's a
That's
friend
it for
of
this
DeSoto?
episode of Square Roots. If you'd like to send us an email to have read on the air, it's squarerootspodcast@gmail.com. Send us an email and ask for the link to our Discord and come join our Discord. I'm not going to plug the Facebook anymore.
Yeah, don't. I mean, I hate to say it, but fuck Facebook.
Yeah.
Fuck that whole site. Why are we plugging hell sites?
There.
Nah, nobody wants to talk to you.
It's true.
That's not true. People are looking for you on Facebook, on Discord all the time. And I'm always like, maybe she'll see this.
Or find us on Blue Sky, squarerootspod.bsky.social. Also, please rate, review, subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Google, Spotify, Ghana, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Thanks to Stephen Morris for our Square Roots theme. You can find Stephen on YouTube. Links in the show notes. All right, for Square Roots, I'm Jim Banks.
I'm Matthew Van Zant.
I'm Vanessa.
Bye. Bye. We miss you, Johnny. We love you.
Bye, Johnny. Bye, Johnny.
Fuck Facebook. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of its fucking anger engagement baiting and its broken fucking UI and the fact that it crashes everything else around it constantly. I'm sick of that fucking piece of shit.
I'm tired of little AI videos in the Reels, and I'm especially tired of AI videos in the Reels with some little guy's thumbnail in the corner, and he's just like shaking his head incredulously or being like, "What is this?"
I'll tell you what I'm sick of. I'm tired of, listen, I don't go to Facebook to like get horny. And Facebook apparently realized I'm a man, or maybe I clicked on a video once, but the reels that it has been showing me is all women barely dressed, like it's just fucking horny bait, and I don't want it. That's not. I'm driving I'm sitting at a red light, you know. Mm-hmm. I'm on the toilet. I don't need this.
I do go to Facebook to get horny, which is why my reels are all Taskmaster clips or footage of Cillian Murphy.